This video is talk about the evidence to prove NASA never went to the moon. All space mission are fake. First, let's talk about the speed meter for cars. How the cars, airplanes, boats measure speed. The boat measure speed use look at that. The boat use GPS and the speed meter called the pit tube to measure the water pressure to determine the boat speed. The numbers can be off by as much as 50 miles per hour sometimes. So the boat meter speed and airplane meter speed is not very accurate. Now let's look at Apollo, how they measure speed. Look at that. See that? Pause and read. They use a IMU computer, measure every change in speed and direction, and send the data to Apollo Control Center. All right. You guys remember NASA said they went to the moon. When they come back, re-enter the atmosphere, must keep a certain speed and certain angle, otherwise cannot re-enter or burn out, right? So if the spacecraft don't have an instrument to measure precise speed, it is impossible to go to orbit or to circulate around the moon or to re-enter atmosphere. This is a fact. According to their lies, they said they re-enter atmosphere at a certain speed and a certain angle. This is the first lie about the speed. They don't have an instrument to measure speed. If the IMU, that computer can measure speed that accurate, why we don't put on a boat, on a cars? We don't need a speedometer. We don't need a pit tube. We don't need those to measure boat speed, airplane speed. We just put an IMU, right? You cannot measure speed in space because you have nothing really related to you. You have no friction. You cannot measure speed. The onboard computer is all BS, it's all lies. If you still don't understand that, let me show you another lie about the Apollo mission. The Apollo launch, right? Apollo launch, the astronaut, they experienced 4G force when the rocket lifted up. They experienced 4G. And the rocket, before leave the Earth, they orbit the Earth, right? Orbit several times, then go to the moon. On the orbit, they don't feel 4G force. They cannot feel 4G force. Because why? Because the Apollo stage 1, when the stage lifted up, here's a record. Pause that and read it carefully. This is the time and the speed of the rocket. Look at that. At 100 seconds, the speed is 1,500 meters per second. At 60 seconds, it's 1,000 meters per second. So the speed equals to acceleration times time. 100 seconds, 1,500 meters per second. That's 15 meters per second. You leave Earth, you raise up 15 meters per second. That's 1.5 G. Plus Earth gravity, you feel 2.5 G force. But look here, they feel 4G, and then they feel 3.5G. This is total lie. They cannot feel that much G because the rocket don't have that much acceleration. Do you understand? I don't need to explain the rest. Let me explain a little bit. Rocket propulsion is the least efficient. Otherwise, why we need a gasoline engine? Why don't we use rocket engine to power the car? Full tank. We put a rocket, put wheels, put on highway. How high that tank get rocket fuel, liquid oxygen, and liquid oxygen and hydrogen can last. You put a spaceship, put on highway, give 4 wheels. How far can that go? Can that go around the Earth? No, that thing run out of fuel, few minutes. That thing go to the moon. Starship go to the moon, go to Mars. Are you fucking stupid? That's a big fucking firework. It's a battle rocket. The private rocket, how high can they go? They go 2,000 feet, 3,000 feet, run out of fuel. The best toy rocket can go about 2,000 feet. NASA's rocket can go to the moon, go to Mars. You guys, wake up.